Okay guys, hear it running? Now I'm not going to tell you that you're too stupid to understand. So that's why I'm not coming on YouTube and showing you what I have, alright? I don't believe that about Americans. I don't think they're too stupid. I don't think this is that hard. So watch what happens. This is a rotor turned by a motor. What's so hard about that? That's a 0 in generating. Did you hear me? Do you understand that? That is 0. Then you write a 0 on the paper. You want to do math? This is normal engineering. That is a 0. Whatever it takes to get the rotor up to speed, it doesn't matter. If it's 10 watts or 20 watts or 2,000 or 20,000 watts, that you start there, that's called 0. Alright? Now, when we power the light bulb, right here, see the light bulb right here? We'll put the light on for you. See it there? Hear it? I'm going to ask you to listen to the sound of the note. There's a note involved with the sound of the running, and it will raise in pitch. The note will go up as it gets faster, and it will go lower when it gets slower. Right now I'm running at probably about 6 or 7 or 800. It's not important, although what is important is that you can hear it go up and down, and I will be getting some RPM measuring stuff. For now, just flying by the seat of our pants, can you hear that? You want to do the math? That's a 0. Now I've done this before with the meter, and I don't have the meter on right now, but it'll drop 50 milliamps, we'll say. That's what it's been dropping, 50 milliamps. Listen to what happens when I power this coil up. Listen to the sound of the pitch, the note associated with the RPM. Listen to it go up when I power this. Or down. There's some power. It stayed the same. Now I'll go to another plug over here. Hear it go up. Barely powering it. See a little bit of power there? Listen to the sound of the motor go up. Hear it go way up. Still going up. Hear it? Okay, now I unplug. Here, go down. Here. Still going down. Do you hear it? You should be able to hear it. Still trying to stabilize. Here, go down. Now, it's a steady state out there. Okay? What's happening is that when we short this coil or power the coil at a certain spot, now I'll just short it straight across right here with a jumper wire. See this blue jumper wire? That's the 50th coil, and that's the first down there. I'll short it across. Now listen to the notes. Listen to the sound of the RPM. Ready, set, go. Here it go up. Still going up. Still getting higher. There, it's stable. generated power in the coil, and I just dead shorted it across this Tesla coil. It added mechanical energy to the rotor. So how would that be? I mean, you could put a bunch of these around that rotor, and this could be your scooter motor going down the road. And now you've got an enhanced flywheel type system with assisting coils. This would lower your energy bill right there. Just 1 or 2 coils. But now the test, the tests to follow are at different RPMs. That's at a slow crawl. That's real slow. But you can hear it walk right up there. Now let me try another light bulb. I've got another one over here. We'll put that one there. Put that up. Now here's a smaller light bulb. And we'll screw that in. Okay, now I have it's probably going too slow to generate, but here it is. Let's just see if what it does. Sorry about that. Okay, trying to get my camera here where we can see everything. It's a lot of fun, but now here's the end of the wire and the bulb. I could have it standing up, or I could just do it like this, but this is getting kind of hard to do and still show you. But here's the last connection at a low speed. In other words, will the light light? It does. And it's still speeding up. Hear it speed up? Do you hear it speed up? I just unplugged the light. Well, there's a certain bearing rattle at a certain RPM, so it makes it difficult. Okay, I believe it's hard to tell, so let me go up a little bit in RPM. I'm turning my variac. Alright, there. Got past the little rattle. By the way, I got a new bearing. Hear it run? It's a little bit faster. Now I'm going to plug in the light. Light's on. Steady state. No change in power. And if I had the meter up, I could show that to you. There's no change in drive motor power, and yet I'm getting energy here. Now if I go up here, getting light. There's another connection that gets good light. It's kind of slowing down just a tiny bit, and that's at around 3,000 feet of wire. But you understand that this is a very slow RPM. Your fans, your slow speed on your fan goes faster than that. There it is again. That's 50. It's such a slow speed, and there's no appreciable change in RPM. So we're getting several watts of power for free. That is a zero right there. That's a steady state. In engineering, they call that a zero. Now, if the power were to go up on the motor, and the RPM, of course, would go down, then you would need more watts. That means you get a watt, 2, 3, 4, 5 watts more power, and then you get 2, 3 watts out. But it's always less. You put 4 watts in extra. See, this is 10 watts here running. Steady state 0, but well, it's 10 watts is what it is. But they call that the zero line. It's 10 watts. So if it went to 14 watts when I powered this light bulb, and my light bulb was only producing 3 watts, then that's 75% COP. But if I power the light and it doesn't do anything, like right now, I'm going to power the light. Listen to the note associated with the sound without an RPM gauge. Good? Okay, now I'm going to power up the light. I'm going to bring the camera back and show you. Hear that? Okay. Here's the light. Now it's off. No change. If there was, it was so minute it was hard to measure, but I can try to measure it later with meters. Or if we go up, I'm going to change my variac now. I'm going up in speed. Hear it? A little bit faster. Sometimes it's all you need. But we're still not running 1,000, maybe 1,000. Okay, gotta wait till a steady state. Still climbing a little, maybe. It's about stable. Here, it's one note associated with that RPM. Hear that note? Got that note now? Now I'm gonna plug in the light. Here's the plug. It's the light. Light is bright. Okay, now let's turn it up again. Okay, going over to the variac, turn it up a little bit. One wire on the variac, or maybe 2 that time. Hear it climb? It up another notch. Hear that note? My camera's about ready to run out of time, but I'm gonna finish it out. Hear that note? Now listen as I plug in the light. I'm going to the 50th connection or the 25th. Let's go to the 30th this time. Right here is number 30 connection. See the light? Down just a little bit at that RPM, but it's not a very fast RPM. Now we'll go to the 40th connection. It is trying to speed up. Now I took it off. That's the no right there. Now here's the 50th connection. And you have to be careful to wait because the magnetic field will build up in that coil and it'll take a minute for it to slow back down again. Okay. Ready? Now we'll go to the 50th connection at that RPM. Ready? There's 50. Hear it climb? Very much, but it did climb. Now I'm going to let go and you'll hear it go back down. Just a little. Okay, now let's go up in RPM so you can hear it more dramatically. Okay, now we're running about 1,200 maybe, or 1,000. This is the small load now. The little light bulb. It takes a lot more coils of wire. See the lights on about the 30th. There's the 40th. Here it go up. Going up. Getting power. Now I'll take it off. Oh, here it go back down. Get back down a little bit. I'm going to go up now. Ready? Up. You can hear the note associated with the RPM. Now I'm going to pull the plug on it. Listen to it. I'm going to put it up there so you can hear the sound. And I'm going to pull it. Here. Went down immediately. Here it's up. A little bit. Now down. Here go down. A little bit lower. So that's what you want. You want the no, which is at the 40th connection. Well, that's actually going up more now. That's 40. So we could go 45 and it really go up. It's still running. The light's on. See? Here, go back down. Now here's the 50th connection with the small light bulb. About the same. I only got a minute left or so I'm going to hurry up and change this light bulb and let you see the big light bulb. Alright. Here's the big one. See the big light bulb? Now I'll go to the 50th. We'll go to the 20th connection. See the lights on? Here, take off. No, I took it off. Here, go back down. Now I'll go to the 10th connection. Here, go down just a little. 9th. That's pulling down even more. See the light? Pulling down a little bit. 7th coil. Number 7. Number 7 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. Pulling down. Hear it pull way down. Now I'll let go right now. Here it go back up. Now I'll go to the 50th connection. Here it go up. Going way up. Now I took it off. Here it go back down. Here's the change in RPM. So you can generate electricity and it goes up. Here it go up. Now we'll take it back down. Let it off. It's not on anymore. Here it go back down. Can you hear the note over my words? Now I'm going to hit it to the 14th. It barely went up. Now it's on. I'm going to take it back off now. Here, go back down. This went back down. Can you hear the note? It's much. Now I'm going to go back up. On your mark. Set. Go. Here, go back up. The RPM went up when I generate electricity. So the coil, the generator coil that Tesla engineered that I'm using, helps the rotor. Slows back down when you take the power off. Here it's back on again. Here, go back up. Now watch when I short it out to the last one. Here, go way up. Then I took it back off. So the coils are acting far different than what we're used to. We'll be back.